Welcome back, guys. We are going to take a look at VLANs and Trunks for Beginners, Part 3. This video introduces the concept of inter-VLAN routing and how we can route between our management VLAN in VLAN 200 and our host VLAN in VLAN 100. The objective, as it says in the note, is to ping from 192.168.200.3, which is our management PC off of the access switch 1, to our host B, which is 192.168.100.3, and that is on the right hand side from the access switch 2. As you'll recall, these two devices are in separate VLANs, and if we just hop on the management PC and bring that to the left, go to desktop, go to our command prompt tab, and if we do indeed try to ping 192.168.100.3, we will get a destination host unreachable, as our gateway is now up here on the router. From the previous video, I have expanded the network to introduce two routers as seen above, and what we can do is a quick review of the configuration so far. This tab is the access switch 1, which is here, and if we go to CLI and just hit enter, and we'll do a show run to bring up our running configuration, we'll see all of the configuration in its running state. If we hit the spacebar, we can see that fast Ethernet 01 is in VLAN 100, 02 is VLAN 200, and 03 is our trunk interface, which allows VLAN 100 and 200. And you can see the rest of the configuration is blank. That concludes our review of our access switch. So moving on to the router that I introduced, we'll do a enable and a show run. And again, we'll just cycle through the configuration that we have. So our WAN link is 000, and it is on the 10.10.10.1 IP address. We have introduced inter-VLAN routing, where the 001, which is this interface here, going to our access switch, is encapsulated with VLAN 200, and the gateway for that VLAN is this IP address here. Just to go over that once more, what this does is says on this management PC, that is 200.3, the default gateway for that PC is this virtual interface here, which is 200.1. And you can see it's within its own subnet that includes this PC and this address here. That concludes our review of router 1, and on router 2 the configuration will be very similar, so we'll go for a show run and we'll hit space. As you can see, the WAN link on 000 ends in .2 on our /30 network, with the remote side being .1 on router 1, and you can see the virtual sub interface I have created for VLAN 100, which is shown on the screen with 192.168.100.1. And again, this is the default gateway for our host B, which is 100.3. We can verify the VLAN 100 connectivity by pinging that address from the router. So if we go to 192.168.100.3, this should return back successful. And as you can see, it has. To keep the configuration simple, I have only created a sub interface for VLAN 200 on router 1, and router 2 I have created the sub interface for VLAN 100. One important thing to remember is on these access switches, we trunk VLANs 100 and 200 going up to their corresponding router. With the review of the configuration now over, what we want to achieve is our initial objective of pinging from our management PC through to host B. We know that locally, our management PC can contact its corresponding router. Similarly, on host B, it can contact its router too. The one thing that we are missing in this topology is IPv4 static routes to allow our inter-VLAN routing to take place. Here we are on router 2. We'll go to configure terminal, and the syntax is IP route and the destination prefix, which is 192.168.200.3, and we'll go for that exact address, so a /32. After this, we want to put the next hop, which will be our WAN link, so 10.10.10.1, which is where router 1 resides. We now need to do the same on router 1, so we'll hit enter, go to configure terminal, IP route, and we'll go for the exact address again, which is 192.168.100.3 with a /32. And again, we need the next hop, which will be 10.10.10.2, as this is the address at router 2. On router 1, if we do show IP route, it will bring up the local routing table. If we hit enter, we can see we have a static address here with the S, which shows our static route to 100.3 via 10.10.10.2. As a final verification piece, if we bring up our management PC, go to command prompt, and if we do the same command, so from our management PC, we'll ping 100.3 and we'll hit enter. This is the objective we wanted to achieve. So we get a timeout, and it eventually should come through. With the objective now succeeded, I wanted to thank you guys for watching and sticking around to the end of the video.